Hey everybody, in this video we are looking at section 1 in a chapter of Algebra 2 called Equations and Inequalities, and section 1 is called Linear Equations as represented by the title on top of the screen. In this section we will be going over basic terminology of equations, linear equations. We'll talk about the difference between an identity, a conditional equation, and a contradiction, and then we will go over solving for a specified variable in literal equations. And there's some really, a good assortment of things going on in this section and the next. So go example by example and see what it is that you might need. All right, so let's get started. In this example, we have an equation, 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 4 equals 7 minus the quantity of x plus 5. So in order to be successful at solving a linear equation, you need to know some basic algebraic rules, right? So here I'm just going to deal with the distributive property. I have 6x minus 12 equals 7, and then a spot where students mess up constantly is here with that negative. They'll do minus x and then they want to write plus 5, but it should be minus 5. They'll say they're distributing and then they don't. So what I would recommend, and I just honestly did not set a perfect example, but if I were to just recap a little tiny bit, if you are one of those people, because I watch students do this constantly, if you're one of those people that does this little move on top of your work when you're distributing, don't do what I did and draw both the arcs before you actually do it, right? Like basically instead, you're gonna draw one, do the step, draw one, do the step. This way you don't miss anything. Get me? Got me? Okay, let's go. Now, the equal sign acts as the fulcrum of a seesaw when solving a linear equation. So the x over here has an invisible 1 in front of it, and it's a negative x. So we want to keep the seesaw balance, the scales balance. So we're going to add, oops, that's not the pen I wanted. We're going to add x to both sides. That makes this guy right here 7x, and here that's gone. That's canceled out. And while I'm at it, we can do kind of two things at once. So while I add x, I'll color coordinate a bit. While we add x to both sides, we could also, nothing's stopping us, we could also add 12. So I'm getting everything with x on one side and then everything without an x on the other side, okay? So everyone with x on one, everyone without it on the other. Next step. In the next step, this is gone, right? On the left side, I just have 7x equals, now on the other side, this minus sign has nothing to do with the 7 in front of it, okay? I don't know why people want to pretend it does, but that was attached to the x and it is gone, okay? So do not try to convince yourself that it's 7 minus negative 5, which would make it 7 plus 5. That's very silly. The only signs you deal with when you do this kind of a step is this is a positive 7, this is a negative 5, this is a positive 12. The sign right in front of it is the one that we care about. So what is 7 take away 5? That's going to be 2. And then what's 2 plus 12? That's going to be 14. Now, last thing we need to do to get x alone, it's attached right now to the 7 with multiplication. So we do our inverse operation of division. 7 divides, 7 over 7 is 1, so I'm left with 1x, which essentially is us solving for x. And then 14 over 7 is 2. Careful you don't subtract by accident instead of divide. If it were a test, I would definitely plug it back in to check and make sure it was right if I were done early. And that's it. Now, spoiler alert, one of the things we'll be talking about, this is a conditional equation, meaning that the yellow, oops, too much, hello. The yellow side of this equation is equivalent to the green side of this equation only when x is equal to 2. They're not always equal, but they are equal when x is equal to 2. All right. So again, if you wanted to check if it works, you take the 2, plug it into each side, and make sure you get the same value on each side, and then you know it works. So if that was helpful and you feel smart and wonderful and you got the right answer, go ahead, give the video a thumbs up. Ghosty will appreciate it. If not, give your question, comment, or concern down below, and we will do the best to help you out. I will have a thumbnail of a playlist corresponding to this particular upload set at the end of the screen here. So hopefully that helps you out and you get whatever it is you're looking for. That's it for now. Bye.